Craig. Ugh, fuck yeah.
Don't make me kill Zeffy.
I mean, all you need is one more EXP and I can make a second character, so...
And then we can just eviscerate Zeffy.
Yep.
I mean, there's nothing stopping you from doing that anyway.
That's true, aside from the fact that I just don't want to be mean.
I mean, with how stupid Zeffy is, I'll probably get that one EXP like that.
Anyway. Alright, shit, what was the name of the boy again?
Jonathan Sharp.
Alright.
Joestar?
So
No.
we're going... Does your mother have a name?
I named her, what was it? I think it was Kiersey Sharp.
Kiersey?
Yeah.
Alright. So
Kiersey
John,
or Kristen. I can't remember which one I chose.
also, do your roll for Arlo right now.
Okay.
I'm just gonna
Stop
go.
it.
I'm just gonna
11.
Holy shit.
Woo!
Mhm.
Let's see, with the flake, that is...
Plus
You
two,
get-
or two holds,
No,
I
you
think.
get 3.
I get 3?
Yes. You haven't gotten over a 10 in so long that we forgot. You kept getting
Yeah.
6s.
Yeah, that wasn't fun. Okay,
Anyway,
I have 3 holds.
so Jonathan Sharp, you've just woken up in your house. It is a Saturday morning. What do you typically do?
Well, Jonathan Sharp's gonna go downstairs and he's going to fix some cereal and turn on Saturday morning cartoons.
Is your mother usually up at this time?
Usually, yes.
Okay. You find it kind of odd that she's not up right now.
Mom,
Something just-
you there?
No. No one answers back.
Okay.
Outside. Oh wait. Yeah. Outside, you hear a few odd noises, but kind of chalk those up to just some wild animals outside. I mean, you are in New Orleans, and that's out by the swamp. That it could just be a raccoon messing around with the trash cans again.
Oh, I thought. I don't like raccoons.
Raccoons.
Zeffy is mocking you from across space and time.
Mom? No, where is she? I'd start walking around the house looking for her.
All right. Would you say you're tall enough to see out the windows in the kitchen or living room?
Generally, yeah. I would say yes.
You see something like skitter past one of them. Something large.
Oh, what is that? Just kind of getting a little scared. Mom, if you're playing a joke, this isn't all that funny.
You hear a sudden loud shattering noise from one of the bedrooms.
Mom? I grab a knife from the kitchen shakily and start walking towards the bedroom.
All right. You can hear something moving around in there. You weren't sure what it is, but it seems to be having trouble with the hardwood floors.
I crack the door open a little bit and try to peek through with just one eye.
You see some large, almost arachnid-like thing moving around the room. It seems to be roughly the size of a bear.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Okay, that's definitely
It's-
not a raccoon.
Its claws have poor traction on the hardwood, causing it to slip about, and it seems to be looking for something.
I turn and I try to walk quietly away as fast as I can.
Close the door again.
Yes.
Okay. You want to give me one of those hunch rolls right now?
Let's see what I have to roll for that. Okay. Okay. It's a sharp, and my sharp is +1.
All right.
Okay. All right, that's gonna be a 10.
Okay, you got a 10. You need to get to the front door right now.
I am running. I am running super fast.
All right. Right when you get to the door, you hear someone knock. Just hello.
I throw the door open. And I throw the door open. Get back! There's something big in here.
There's things big out here too. Looking up, you see someone who appears to be rather casual clothes, bit of a rather average-looking man, nondescript, just standing over the door. We need to get you out of here now.
Who are you?
Let's just say I'm a friend of your father's.
Father's? I don't know my dad.
Look, we don't have a lot of time. Things have gone bad here. I'm gonna want you to roll sharp. Things have gone bad here. You hear like more noises from all around, and as you look out, you can see some smashed cars, as well as a few other things wrong.
7 sharp.
Something seems odd with the inside of the man's mouth, but you aren't sure what it is.
Oh, okay. Just kind of. But my mom, she might be in trouble. She's still in there. I didn't.
Look. Knowing your mom, she's probably left a long time ago.
But she wouldn't leave me. I don't think she would.
She would if she knew that there was a way to get you out of here. We need to go now. No arguments. Now.
Oh, okay.
With that, he hurriedly leads you to the car. As he does, you hear the door to the bedroom smashing open.
Oh.
And you also see similar creatures coming out of alleyways.
Do they?
What?
What are those?
The third finger has arrived.
The what?
Not important. We need to get going now.
Okay.
Leads you to the car, opens up the passenger door, and then circles around to the front, to the driver's side.
Okay. I get in and buckle up.
Hope you're ready. It's going to be a long drive. Nebraska's quite a ways away.
Nebraska?
You'll see.
Okay.
All right. Let's cut over to Nebraska.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Who would wake up first in this situation?
Arlo.
All right.
Everyone else is in the other house, remember?
Yeah.
You're woken by the sound of someone using the vacuum cleaner in your hallway.
What the? Oh. Needed to get up, I guess. Stretch out, kind of like just cracking my neck and just stretching. I ease open the door, just kind of rubbing one of my eyes, looking to see what's going on.
Looking out, you see Jacob Sorega, hollow-eyed, just vacuuming the same spot on your carpet.
You all right?
Just making myself useful.
All right then. You want some breakfast or anything?
As I've stated before, I doubt you have anything that caters to me, unless you have a habit of just keeping raw meat in your fridge.
I mean, I did have some steaks I was planning to cook out in a little bit, but that's the only thing.
Were they drained? Or they still got a bit in them?
I usually buy them pretty juicy. They don't cook so well otherwise.
All right. Fine. That he switches off the vacuum cleaner and begins coiling the cord back up.
Okay. All right, just kind of just shaking his head in wonder, like, okay, this is happening. How do you take your coffee?
I don't.
Right then. Still getting used to that.
Get down to the kitchen, you see Casimir staring blank-eyed at the television, currently playing Sesame Street.
Okay.
And as you recall, just downing an entire pot of coffee in the kitchen.
Didn't know you were a coffee drinker, but okay.
I am now. I haven't gotten a good night's sleep since Texas.
I mean, I got plenty of rooms with beds in them if you want to hang out there, but like,
I don't trust that thing. She says this, she gestures over towards Casimir, and you swear you see a little bit of flame come out of her mouth when she says that.
Yeah, well, he usually just does this most of the time when we're not on missions. He's just that, and once I figured out how to use the damn DVR, I'm able to play it on repeat over and over again so he never gets bored.
Think you can forgive me for not feeling too secure about the guy who tried to destroy my entire home world?
Yeah, I can. Yeah.
Oh, God.
You want anything to eat?
Fuck, sure.
All right.
Hey, Jacob. Hey.
He, so what do you want, Ezra Cool? I mean, Jacob's getting some of those steaks I was going to cook later, but I mean,
it's been a while since I've had steak. I've had hamburger.
all right, I can.
Not exactly many steak places that I have the stomach for.
All right, steak and eggs it is then. You okay if I fry it on the pan?
Sure. Go ahead.
All right. I'll save a couple for you, and steak and eggs does sound good, actually. Arlo's stomach rumbles a slight bit.
All right.
And I go about fixing steak and eggs, and I leave the raw steak for Jacob.
All right. Well, this is going on. Agent Knight and Zephy, you two are, at very least, Kit's starting to wake up in the bunker.
Damn it.
Oh, in her bunker.
Yeah.
Can I just have Zephy not be there?
Morning,
Dude.
Zephy.
I want Zephy to come in like she's coming in like she was already awake, that's all.
Okay, fine. Kit, you wake up and you notice that Zephy's not there.
Oh God, what did he do this time? I swear if he's staring at Arlo.
A few moments later, the entrance that, Zephy usually gets in that isn't from Arlo's house opens up quickly. And
Oh.
Zephy looks over at Agent Nut and it's just like, did you know that Waffle House does things besides waffles? I thought it was the Waffle of House, but there's more than waffle there.
The Waffle of House?
Yes. That's why it's so great, because it has a large variety of things.
Zephy just has 2 handfuls of hash browns.
And if you go in there at midnight, sometimes you can see a knife fight. Oh, dear God. Okay.
I think I'm gonna head upstairs and check on Arlo, because I haven't seen him all day since last time. And we went through a lot. It might be a shock to him.
There's something I missed as well, if I recall, yes?
Yeah, because you kind of zoned out and passed out, I think, or you were not yourself to say.
Lots to think about, but let us not worry about that now. As if they clasp her hands together and the hash browns disappear.
The hammer
Did you
space is
stick
now
him in
hash
your
brown
hammer?
space.
Did you stick him in your hammer again?
I do not stick them inside the hammer, but yes, they are in the same location.
Of
Now that I think
course.
about it, I should perhaps wash it soon.
Just imagine the hammer.
Yes.
Probably. That's probably a good idea. I know Arlo's house has a sink as well.
I'm just imagining like it's not actually a pocket dimension. It's just the hammer and stuff disappears like just into a random like janitor's closet somewhere, and then like every now and then a hand comes out of nowhere, grabs something, and pulls.
It's just some kid's locker at school.
the one kid that never uses their locker.
No, they do use their locker. That's the weird thing.
Oh, the hammer's back, but they left me more waffles, so who cares?
Every day they like, what are waffles doing in here? They think someone's bullying them in a weird way.
or that they have a secret admirer who knows they like waffles and is just leaving waffles for.
Just imagine the power.
How did they
like,
know I was a fan of Stranger Things?
Oh, goodness.
Okay, so you two are heading up the thing that leads into Arlo's fireplace.
Basically. Yes. I'm sure Arlo is used to it by now. Honestly.
Yeah, probably. That's the sad part.
All right.
I head up. Oh, I smell something good.
All right. As you get up there, Kit, you see Casimir just sitting on the couch, staring wide-eyed,
looking as stupefied as always. Nothing changes.
You see Ezreal snacking, eating some steak and eggs. You see Jacob Sorega, who's basically just dissolved his hand into mosquitoes and is using that to drain the remaining blood from a raw steak. And you see Arlo at the stove.
Mm-hmm.
Zephy, you see a vampire, a demon, and something spawned from the furthest pits of hell you've ever conceived of, sitting in the same house as Arlo.
Hey, Arlo.
Zephy chooses not to face this at the moment and sits next to the other huge problem in the house.
Oh, it's the thing that's.
If you have any extra, I'll take some of your breakfast. It smells good.
Oh yeah, I got a few extras here. I wasn't planning on fixing these until later. The game night's coming up, but.
Thank you very much for not using garlic in the seasoning right now.
Ow! Garlic seasoning ruins the steak, man. Like that's a big no-no.
It depends on what you mix it with, really. I mean, that kind of goes well with stuff.
It can go well with some things, but the way I fix the steak, it's like the mix of things I use just doesn't blend well with garlic. I tried it one time, I nearly threw up.
Well.
Yeah, it wasn't fun. Just if someone was looking,
I'm gonna go sit at the table.
If someone was looking in at the scene and just kind of ignored the weird paranormal stuff going on, it would look like a normal scene from a house full of people who know each other.
All right.
Yeah, pretty much.
Kit, as you pull out the chair, you notice that there is a piece of paper on the seat.
Did one of y'all put this here?
Nope.
But where?
No.
This paper on the seat.
Paper on the seat. What does it say?
I swear, if this is another mission, I just got up. I grabbed the paper and open it.
It tells you to go to Sabaton, Wisconsin to investigate a string of disappearances.
We got another mission.
Did someone break into my goddamn house, leave a piece of paper at my goddamn seat without my knowledge?
Don't look at me. I was sleeping in your storage closet.
I slept in my bunker. I don't know why they stuck it on the chair. And how did they freaking know I was going to sit in this chair this exact morning? That's freaking creepy.
Didn't you also say that they leave it in food?
Well, sometimes I order the same thing over and over. So I would assume they might have learned my pattern. But knowing my exact seat, that's freaking weird.
Goddamn fucking government feds.
Hey, don't hate on me.
I'm not.
I don't even know who I work for.
I'm not hating on you. I'm hating on your higher ups. They're pricks.
I get that.
Honestly, the government doesn't help either when you're immortal. You know how hard it is to have a social security when you don't die?
Huh. That would be.
Questions start getting raised when the same number is used for over 100 years.
Okay.
I mean, I know a couple guys who can help you out with that. But
Anyway, sorry about that, but did I even tell you the mission, or did we get off track?
I think
we
we told
got-
them anything.
yeah. So what does the paper say? It's
We're going to Wisconsin. Apparently, there's been a lot of disappearances, and we're supposed to solve it.
oh, lovely. You want to take your car or my car?
Honestly, I'm indifferent and don't really care either way.
Well, we took my car last time. I need to fill up a little bit, and I don't know what portal travel does to the engine, so I'd have to do a one. So, did I? Arlo goes and looks out into the front yard. His truck is still parked there. God damn it! I didn't even pull it around to the driveway. It's gonna wreak hell on my grass. Oh well.
So I guess it's my car.
Yeah, sure.
Guess so.
Ezra Cole? You
Yeah.
want to join?
I don't know how.
Get in my car and ride with us to Wisconsin?
Oh, right. Okay, yeah, sure.
How about you, Jacob?
I have a bad experience in Wisconsin involving some skinwalkers and my brother. I think I'll pass.
Okay.
Well, if you do want to make yourself useful or whatever, there's Windex in the storage closet if you want to just clean the windows a little bit.
All right, I'll do that.
And well, keep an eye on Casimir. He hasn't. Is it natural for someone to not change position in over 24 hours?
If
I
you
feel
look now, he has changed positions as Zephy is shoving hash browns in his mouth. Rather forcefully, mind you. She's kind of trying to bully him.
I mean, some of the older ones would often go entire days without moving. Sure, I'll keep some eyes out. As he says this, you see a few mosquitoes fly out of his form and start just hovering around Casimir.
All right, and then Arlo looks at Zephy. Zephy, I don't know if elder abominations can suffocate, but you look like you're trying pretty hard.
Oh, no, he's fine. I'm sure he could take worse than this. Isn't that right?
Zephy, are you okay?
Oh, yes, of course, of course. Why would I not be?
I'm not touching this one with a 10-foot pole. With this, Ezra Cole just starts to head outside.
All right.
You want to join us, Zephy?
Mission? Oh, yes, sure, let us go. She relinquishes her grasp upon Casimir.
Just leaving the hash browns there.
Yep.
All right.
We go into my car and we're driving to Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Driving to Sabaton, Wisconsin.
All right. I pack both of my sidearms and my shotgun, just so we're clear.
All right.
Well, I'm keeping my guns with me as well, you know.
Your ebony and ivory and all that.
Yep, my babies never leave me. Just like your Florence.
I'm glad someone finally caught on to that.
Mhm.
Shit, which one was Florence? Was that
Lawrence
the
is
shotgun?
the shotgun.
Yep.
I always forget that you people name these things.
Ebony and Ivory, that's Devil May Cry. Hello.
Yeah, that's a Devil May Cry reference, which was one of the things that made me break down during that time when a Dante Inferno reference was mistaken for a Devil May Cry reference.
The thing is, I have had Arlo's shotgun named Florence since episode 1, and I have made reference at least once to it in every episode, and no one has picked up on it until now.
Well, I knew you named it. I just wasn't worried about it.
I just named mine because they were iconic and I love the game.
I have never played the Devil May Cry series. I've heard it's really good, though.
Zephy has a hammer. It's called Hammer.
Stop. Hammer time. Yeah.
It's called the thing she uses to crush everything. She does really well, actually.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So a few hours later, you end up in one of the, I'd say roughly northwest, like one of the areas of northwest Wisconsin. So basically the sticks.
Ah.
Because with Wisconsin, there's Madison, there's Milwaukee, and then it's just all farmland.
Sounds about like Kansas.
Can confirm I've spent a large amount of my life with them.
Okay. So out in the country then.
Yeah, you end up in the small town of Sabaton. Most of the town's surrounded by pretty heavy woods. And you can see a pretty active police station right now.
I park the car and we all get out. Do y'all want to head towards where the police are? Because it seems like there's some activity going on over there.
I think that'd be a good start, because you said there was a string of disappearances, right?
Yes.
All right, I'd say questioning some police officers might be a good way to go on that one.
Since I don't know of anyone else that we could question town people-wise, because this is a small town. You know how willing small town people are about outsiders.
Yeah, well, let's just hope they don't try to turn us into vampires in this one.
Please, no.
All right. I guess 4 of you head into the
police station. Yes.
In there you see a couple different people. There are a few families. There's a little boy sitting on one of the chairs just kicking his feet. And there's also a pretty haggard-looking officer behind one of the desks, like working on making some calls.
All right, I go. So basically, the officers look real busy right now and not really willing, not really available.
I mean, yeah.
Well, it looks real busy here. And did it give any more details other than just there were disappearances, or like?
I pull out the paper and it says, investigate list of disappearances. That's all it says.
Well then. All right, guess maybe we should
overhear an argument between a mother and one of the cops. Why haven't you found them yet? There's not many places around here that they could hide. Man, we're doing our best. There's a lot of woodland out there, and that kid could have just gone any number of places. I mean, hell, when a predator ends up getting upon something kind of small like that, is really all it takes is just a shake and they're gone. Nothing, no evidence left.
I head over and I'm like, hello. What seems to be the problem here?
The problem is that these lazy, good-for-nothing cops in this podunk little town are doing nothing to find my kid.
Maybe we can help. I pull out my badge. I'm part of the bureau here. Me and my team might be able to help you.
Ma'am, I have no idea what that means. The cop behind her? Oh.
I have the badge that's supposed to
come over
be
here?
like recognizable, right?
You just showed it to some random civilian lady.
No, I'm assuming that I'm like standing here and it forms a triangle where the lady's on one side and he's on the other, both facing me. That's what I assumed.
The cop just went, ma'am, over here.
Either way.
Like,
you've confused the grieving woman and got the cop's attention.
I'm gonna have Zephy go over to talk to the woman, you know.
No.
Get her to calm down a bit, like, don't worry. She's gonna use the soothe, so, you know, I can calm her down a bit, so, you know, you have time to talk to the cop.
Alright.
Arlo's just gonna
Yes.
stand awkwardly, kind of like with his fingers laced, like I don't know what to do here.
Ezracul's honestly in the same boat right now. And you swear you just saw her take a swig from a hip flask.
Arlo just kind of shuffles a little bit closer. Got any more of that?
Not entirely sure. Been a long day.
All right, fair. Arlo walks out to the front and lights up a cigarette. Like he walks out of the building and then goes in.
Okay, Ezracul's just going to continue standing there awkwardly. Let's get over to the cop and the agent. Miss, what did you say your name was?
Kit Knight.
Knight? You think this might actually have something to do with the Bureau?
Yes, I got a message from my superiors contacting me and my team to come down here to help investigate with some disappearances that have been happening.
Yeah, it's the strangest thing. One moment they're just going about their business, and then next moment they're just kind of gone. Lady Miss Gleason, what ended up happening to her is that she just her kids were playing her son and daughter, and disappeared for a bit, and son came back, but daughter just never showed.
Oh no, there's a kid involved.
Does it seem to only go after children?
Well, that's the weird thing. Before that, it was small animals, neighborhood cats and dogs. Then we had a cow disappear. Still trying to figure that one out.
Interesting.
And
Does
then
there
it
seem
started escalating to kids.
Does it seem to have any patterns of when this attack happens? Like only certain days or during certain, or like at nighttime or anything?
It's mostly been all hours of the day, but the weird thing is that I don't know. It's just they just seem to like walk into the woods and then never come back.
So instead of something like them being kidnapped, it's more like they go into the woods, start playing in the woods, and then they just disappear.
Yeah, that's about the gist of it.
With
Not
no
exactly
witnesses.
sure how it's happening.
So it started off with little kids, and now, or little
No,
creatures,
it started off
and
with animals.
yeah, little creatures, and now it's escalated to children.
Kids, yeah.
Does this mean like little children or more teenager?
Oh, there's been a few little kids, like I said. Little Jeremy Gleason's. Oh shit, what last name did I give her? Did I actually say Miss Gleason?
Yeah, you said Miss
Okay.
Gleason.
Like little Jeremy Gleason's sister, she was about, I'd say somewhere around 6. And the little boy right there is about 9. But there have also been a few older ones, teenagers. Had a babysitter go missing. That was the weirdest thing.
Interesting.
I'm not exactly sure what's going on with it, but something's wrong.
Is it just any part of the woods? I know you're surrounded by woods, but is it more like towards the west end of the woods that these disappearances happen, or just anywhere?
It's been mostly about the south side of town.
Thank you. I'll be in contact when we have some more information. You've been very helpful, sir.
Well, thank you. All right, Zephy.
Well, what would you like Sophie to do?
Well,
You could interrogate the woman if you want, since she's more calming with you.
okay, Zephy, you notice little kid eyeing you.
Sophie seeing that, Agent Knight is done, Zeffie's going to, stop her, soothing powers and just let the woman go berserk again.
Oh God.
Well, if Knight's got everything she needs out of him, then she could just look at the kid, right?
Yeah.
Alright, well, Zeffie's going to walk a bit closer to the, younger kid and bend down a bit so, they're about eye level and says, "Hello, little one. What are you doing here?"
Missing my sister mostly.
Oh God.
When was the last time you saw your sister, if I might ask?
2 days ago.
2 days ago. Were you two together, or did she just not show up?
We were together and we got separated in the woods.
Oh, so you were playing in the woods,
Yeah. And I can take you where we were if you want.
Well, do you think you could tell me where to go? It might not, be wisest to go out there yourself,
I need to find my sister.
My heart.
Well, yes, of course, but Alright. Well then, if you would like to lead me there, it would be fine. I am sure I can make sure nothing happens to her anymore. I can make sure nothing happens to you while you look for your sister.
At this, he kind of lights up. Okay, follow me. And he kind of just seems to, trot out of the police station.
Zeffie sees no problem with this either and just trots out after him.
All right.
Don't alert the rest of us at all,
Well, it's not like Zeffie's inconspicuous about this. She's just walking out with him.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure you could notice this happening.
Arlo would probably notice as he went outside.
Arlo is outside smoking.
Yeah, but I'm assuming they're going to be coming through the front door, like same way Marlo went out.
I'm going to say that you just missed them.
Damn, okay.
Rip.
I come over to Ezreal and I'm like, "Hey, Ezreal, where did Zeffie go?"
I think I saw them head out.
Them?
Yes, them. I'm not entirely sure if Zeffie's a he or a she, so I'm going gender neutral here.
Oh, I thought you meant like he was with someone else.
I didn't see anyone.
So he just left randomly?
I've
Okay.
learned a long time ago not to try and get into the affairs of angels.
Alright.
It's a good way for us demons to end up dead.
That's understandable. I found some information out.
All right.
Let's go find Arlo and I'll tell everyone. That way I don't have to repeat myself over and over.
All right. I saw him go out the front door a bit before. I think he was going to smoke. Might have to take him up on that offer too. Didn't bring my lighter.
We head outside to where Arlo is.
All right.
So what'd you find out?
I talked to the cop, and apparently these disappearances happen in the woods. This first started with little creatures, and it's escalated to children from age 6 to 9, all the way up to teenagers. They even lost a babysitter and a cow to the woods.
Shit, there are kids involved in this?
Apparently, it's hard.
Well,
It seems that they seem to go into the woods and just don't come out.
Well, where'd they say this was? We need to start this immediately. Arlo throws the cigarette on the ground and just grinds it out with his heel.
Hey, no littering.
I know you're frustrated, but we need to keep a level head about us in this. Okay?
Miss Knight, there are kids out there.
I know, but if we're not level-headed, we can lose ourselves as well.
Damn it. All right.
They were saying that this all happens towards the south side of town. By the way, have you seen Zeffie?
No, I was about to ask you the same thing.
He was with me talking to a woman, and then I was busy with the cop. Ashikal saw him go walk out the front of the police station, walk outside, so I thought you might have seen him.
Shit, just missed him, I guess.
I don't even know where he is.
Now, well, it shouldn't be too hard to find him, but well, let's find Zeffy first before we do anything else.
Where do you think a Zeffy would go?
I don't know. What role should I make?
Would we roll
Where
sharp?
would Zeffy go?
Okay.
I was kind of going with, if I was a Zeffy, where would I be? That's what I was kind of going
Arlo
with.
just looks at himself.
Yes, if you were a Zeffy, where would you go? I'm going to say that you're probably guessing the nearest Waffle House.
Where would a Zeffy go? Looks at Arlo.
That too. But even better would be if it was Arlo with waffles.
Arlo at Waffle House.
Point is, right now you think, they're probably just wandered off and went to like an Arlo house. Went to a Waffle House.
All right, so could I roll to see if I could like catch sight of Zeffy anywhere, like just kind of looking around? Because like if Zeffy just walked on, okay.
There aren't bits of hash brown on the floor that they can find.
Why would you be trailing hash brown?
Zeffy's feeding hash browns to the child.
Just imagining Zeffy has like one of those zipper pockets, like on cargo pants or something, like in Napoleon Dynamite when he had the whole thing filled with tater tots, and it's like hash browns, but it's like slightly open, and they're like pieces just dripping out every now and then.
Why is there spaghetti in your pockets? Anyway. But yeah, so right now your only real lead is Waffle House.
Yeah, we don't.
How does a small town even have a Waffle House like this?
Small towns, you're more likely to have Waffle House.
Arlo's just kind of stroking his chin, tapping his foot, kind of looking impatient. You know, if Zeffy really has disappeared, to have a way of appearing when we need him the most. So, I mean, should we really waste time looking for him? They'll probably find us soon enough anyway.
You don't think he'll take it against us if we forget to look for him and put the mission above, do you?
I don't know. I should have taken it against us before.
Well, he won't get mad at you. But he's had a grudge against me before and we smoothed it out. It was not pretty.
Like I said before, I try to avoid angels.
Yeah, well, yeah.
You're just immune because he likes you.
Yeah.
Yeah, Zeffy will get over it. Arlo looks very distracted at this point in time, just kind of like...
Okay, I'll go with you, but if he tries to kill me for not trying to find him, you back me up. Alright, Arlo?
I'll try to defuse the situation if it comes to that. Yeah, sure.
Because he'll listen to you. It took a while to smooth out our difference before, and I don't want another one of those.
Yeah. Southern part of town, you said?
Yes. Let's go.
Alright, so switching over to Zeffy. The kid is leading you east.
Nice.
And you're reaching the woods.
So, little one, do you know who that woman I was talking to before was? Was she your mother?
Yeah, that's my ma. She's been really sad since...
Fine, perhaps telling her...
Find my sister.
Yes, I suppose that would help solve the problem if we find your sister. Do you think it was wise to not tell her where we were going? I mean, it's a bit late for that now, but still.
Nah, it's gonna be a surprise. She's gonna love it.
Well, if you say so.
And with this, the kid leads you into the woods.
Zeffy follows kid into wood.
The cop did not say both kids were taken. They said that Jeremy and his sister went into the woods and Jeremy came back.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I misheard then. But it's still, I agree with Arlo on that. Because I know what this is going to do. It's just...
I am terrified, but I want to see where this goes.
Oh man.
So, Arlo, Kit, and Ezreal as well, you are all at the edge of the woods.
Mhm.
You see that there is a children's play set, or like a playground, right at the edge,
What the hell?
as
would
well
you
as
put-
a trail leading in.
Why would
And on one side of the trail, like the fence, the trail goes along a fence for like a farmyard, and you can see some like cows there.
Okay.
what
That's-
idiot would
that's-
put a playset right next to a woods?
That's awfully close to the woods, but I mean, I guess to
And
each
it's
town
so
their
far
own.
away from the town.
I-
Like,
Literally,
Why?
the town is right there. You turn around town.
yeah, but it's not right
It's-
next to it. There's space.
It's on the outskirts of town. It's like one of
That's
those
not
parks
normal.
that's at the edge.
You
So-
guys not have parks where you live?
My parks are inside the town, not on the outskirts. So yeah.
I'm just gonna say, at some of the times I've been in Wisconsin, like, you literally just have woods right next to someone's house. Like, someone's house is basically just surrounded by trees.
Heavily forested areas there, yeah.
Yeah.
There's some
But-
trees like right on the edge of where my suburban neighborhood used to be at. No one was like in the trees, but it was right there. I could walk to it anytime I wanted to.
Mm-hmm. Just
Anyway,
just kind of looking at that is a little close to the woods, but again, it's each town their own, so I assume they know what they're doing. Probably shouldn't assume that of everyone, but I assume they know what they're doing for that. I'm going to search for clues. What do I roll?
all right. So I guess roll sharp with that one.
I'll search as well.
All right. Do you want to have this as a help or
Yes.
individual roll sharp?
I'm at 10. Do you want my help?
I mean, it's up
He's
to you.
failed it.
I failed it. I get to mark experience though, right?
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Looking for clues. I guess this would technically count as investigating a mystery. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's what I was trying to do. I just
All right. Basically,
I was just gonna help Arlo.
the thing you notice is that it seems like an area on the fence has been cut, but also repaired. That probably has to do with that time that a cow disappeared.
Huh. That is odd. We seem to be going in the right direction, but I can't really. I'm not really
And
used to it.
Kit, as you look, you notice that there seems to be, from that area of the fence, like a little bit of trampling, like trampled grass, trampled undergrowth, like heading towards, like heading west. I mean, east, not west.
Hey guys,
What'd you find?
look over here. You see this trampled trail here? It looks small enough like a kid or something small could do it.
It was a cow.
Ooh,
Oh, I thought it could have been one of the kids. I was
It-
connecting it to Zeffy. I'm tired.
It's like a game trail, pretty much.
Yeah.
Well, basically what you see is
I
like
thought it was, like,
areas that have been
freshly-
like crushed, and they each seem to be like circular spots, about as big as if you were to put your hands together.
Well, that's awfully large.
This is
Arlo has not noticed the thing about the fence, but this, like, it goes the fence and then that, and then into that.
This
Okay.
is a weird junction between
Like-
the fence and this. Do I notice it?
Yes, you've
Or-
noticed it.
Yeah.
I thought you
You-
pointed it out to us. That's why I was commenting on it.
You started pointing it out, but it's the whole thing of you've noticed hoof prints, but you haven't told anyone else what it actually is. You're just, hey, look at this.
But I told him earlier about the missing cow.
You did mention the missing cow, yes.
So I thought, okay, this could be from the cow.
Well, I mean, it seems big enough to be a cow, but like, Well, if it disappeared in this direction, should we? I don't know. Just giving me
We might
bad
shoot it.
feelings.
It looks like our only lead would be following it.
Yeah, sounds like a plan. I turn around and did we drive to the south part of town? Just
Yeah, you drove to the south part of town.
all right. I go to the car and I pull out the shotgun. Hey,
All right.
Miss Knight, should we bring this harpoon gun?
We can give it to Ezreal.
Okay.
Sure, all right.
Yeah, I totally know how to use one of those.
Just aim and shoot.
Okay.
And reload.
It only has one. And it's connected to it by a rope.
Well, that's your problem, not mine.
Actually, whatever. I pick up my shotgun and I start and I hold it kind of at the ready and I start following the trail as best I can.
All right. Switching back over to Zeffy and the child.
All right.
The child is leading you deeper into the woods, going
Still
down
doesn't see a
a
problem.
trail.
You play awfully far into the woods, no?
I mean, yeah. It's just a whole thing of my family knows the area pretty well, so we just kind of just go out and hiked out here a few different times too.
Well, it is strange I would feel that you would go with just your sister, but I do not know what your sister is like, so...
I mean, I could keep her safe. Or I
Yes,
thought
of
I could.
course.
We got separated, and she just didn't come back when we said we were going to.
There's no reason to dwell on that. I'm sure we'll find her.
Yeah, we're gonna find her. We're gonna find her. It might as well just switch back.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Zeffy's not much for conversation, is she? she's just going along with it.
This poor kid. I'm just like, oh.
I'm a loaded tank, so I always keep my guns on me. I'm sure you've learned that by now.
Yeah, I gotta say, it was kind of weird seeing you carry a fully automatic weapon into a police station. It's a good thing you're white.
You get used to it.
Dude, did you really have to?
Oh my gosh, I'm sorry I lost it.
That was some dark humor.
Yes.
You get special perks when you work for the Bureau. I get away with things like that.
You know, perks that kick in before you show the badge.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm again, I haven't slept for a few days. I downed an entire pot of coffee. I've started drinking.
Rip my friend TJ.
Uh,
I love him.
Mr. Cole, you gonna be okay? Are you sure this was a good thing coming with us?
I need something to occupy myself. I haven't been quite right since the Texas thing. Turns out that transporting multiple things multiple times across an entire country takes a bit out of you.
Makes sense.
That's
Thanks
why I
for
gave
that.
you a harpoon gun. You don't have to use magic. All you do is pull a trigger with your finger.
Right.
Thanks for saving our asses back there, by the way. Don't know if I said that already.
You're welcome. As you continue following, I'm okay. I'm gonna have two of you roll sharp.
Okay.
Okay.
9.
Oh my goodness.
All right.
7.
You each notice a small little discontinuity with the soil that you know isn't part of the hoof prints, but you aren't sure what it is.
What the? Miss Knight, seeing this?
Yeah. It doesn't look like any animal I've ever seen.
It's kind of a small I'd say almost like bean shape.
What the
Definitely
hell?
not any normal mammal.
No, not. I don't even know if it's a mammal at this point.
Oh god, it's a bean monster.
No, I mean, like, I deal with a lot of supernatural. I just say mammal as in general animals that are familiar with every human.
Wow. Reptiles much?
Yeah. Well, what if this isn't cow footprints? What if it's something else?
That's what I'm beginning to think, and I don't like it.
Yeah, you and me both.
There's no other leads, though, than just following these tracks.
May as well keep on keeping on. Keep your wits about you.
You
That I
sure
can
you're
drink
gonna
to.
be okay? I know kids are close to your heart. That's why I'm asking.
Look, the sooner we take this thing down, the sooner we can get them to safety, if there are any of them still alive. So... Damn it, I don't like saying that.
I know. That's why I want to make sure you're gonna be okay, just in case you see something god awful.
I'll try to keep my head. If not, I'm going to leave it up to you two to rein me back in.
I'll try my best.
Thank you. Well, let's keep going.
Okay.
Alright, gonna switch back over to Zeffy. The kid has brought you to a clearing.
Can I roll some sharp to investigate, or are we still walking past this?
Well, you notice in the clearing that there just seems to be, like, this depression in the ground. And as you and the kid get closer to it, you notice that it's just a straight-up hole.
My, I certainly hope she didn't go to playing there.
This place was the last place I saw her.
Ah, right. Well then. Yes?
I just really need to find my sister.
Yes, I know. Just give me a moment to think. Can I please roll sharp to see if she went in the hole? Is there any signs of her going in the stupid hole?
Well, what are you doing right now?
What am I doing right now?
Yes.
Well, I'm gonna have Zeffy, look down the hole.
All right. As you're doing that, the kid pushes you in from behind.
Oh!
You fall roughly 40 feet.
Oh, God damn it.
I'm going to say that you take... let's say that you've just taken 3 harm, armor, ignore.
Oh, come on. The power of divine doesn't compel me.
It was a pretty steep drop.
Yeah.
You have PTSD from being cast out of heaven the first time.
You have a weakness to fall damage.
Zeffy's just gonna laugh and look up. I've had such worse falls before, but that wasn't very kind,
All right. I brought them here. And as the kid says that, which you see the kid looming over the opening,
Oh, no.
you see a bunch of eyes open up around you. I brought you some food.
I certainly hope the sister thing wasn't a lie and you're actually holding her. That would be a really rude lie,
Well, I do have a sister, but I'm not going to find her anymore.
Ah.
Oh.
Can I have
After
Zeffy
all-
pull out her hammer?
I had to feed them.
Oh.
Oh, I see where this is going. Okay. Bit late on that, but oh well.
I'm sorry. Bit late on that.
Yep. Well, I guess Zeffy's gonna pull out her hammer and prepare for the worst.
All right, as you do that, suddenly something lunges out and bites your wrist. You take 3 harm, but due to your armor ignore, you take 1 harm.
Wait,
Oh,
can he
boy,
see
I'm
it because
unstable.
his hammer lights up?
I don't know.
And being as
I
you
thought he
are in the
did.
one area of the pit that has light, you see a small bipedal dog-like thing with glowing green eyes and a massive mouth.
That's currently using it to bite me?
That is currently biting you and has just broken your wrist.
Ouch. Well, I guess the only thing I can do is use my other hand to try to whack this stupid dog.
Okay, as you go to do that, I'm going to need you to roll.
Cool.
Yep.
Roll 2d6 plus 3. 13.
Well, shit. You feel some weird energy trying to worm its way into your brain, but that doesn't stop you.
Can I roll tough now?
Well, it's on your wrist. You don't really need to roll tough, but how much damage do your fists do?
My fist? 2 harm?
Does it do 2?
Smite.
Yes, I know smite, but does it do 2 harm?
Your unarmed attacks are 2 harm, intimate, hand, messy.
Okay. You punch the thing off your wrist. Your broken wrist.
Ooh, when I get out of here, I'm going to have a long talk with that child, if that's even the child still in there. I'm going to have Zephy look around to see if there's, I know it's just darkness, but if there's a place without eyes she could try to run through.
No, you're basically just encircled. Also, roll sharp for me.
Alright. 2d6, I think just a straight 2d6, yep. 6.
There's definitely more than 5.
Well, shit. I gain experience, though. I level up! Yay!
Alright, we're gonna switch back over to, the rest of the party.
I need a moment. Okay, we're good.
I'm not gonna lie, every time you were like, oh, I was like, oh boy.
Lydic,
Uh,
you are a sick son of a bitch, and I love you for it.
oh my gosh.
Alright, as you're continuing about the woods, gonna need you two to roll sharp for me.
Okay.
7.
8.
You see something flicker through the underbrush.
The hell?
Okay, I wasn't the only one that saw that, right?
No,
I
saw it
definitely
too.
saw that too.
I raised my shotgun, kind of like pointing in the direction that I saw it, kind of flickering around, just kind of ready to shoot if I should see anything come charging out at us.
Alright. Gonna head out in that direction, or?
All right. So I'm gonna go follow this thing. Miss Knight, keep your gun trained on my back. If I get flanked, cover me. I start walking forward towards where I saw it flicker.
I pull my AK. Stands for Agent Knight, baby.
Oh. Yeah. All right, Arlo.
Kind of wish you had that one-liner perk where you got a +1 forward every time you did a one-liner.
All right. Honestly, like in universe, I'm pretty sure that would have been internal. Like, I don't think she actually said that out loud. Been really fucking weird. So that'd been just like a good job, me.
Even so, that was
just a mental high five.
that was stupid awesome.
All right. Well, as you head up there, you like notice this one bush kind of moving, and you hear something behind it.
Mm-hmm.
And as you get over to face it, you are pointing your shotgun at a child huddled in the fetal position, sobbing gently.
Oh no. Oh
Yeah.
heck no.
I dropped my shotgun to the ground and kneel down to the kid. Hey, you all right?
Arlo, are you okay? 'Cause
Yeah,
I
there's
just saw-
there's a kid. There's a kid over here. He's crying.
What? That's so random.
What's a kid doing in the woods?
I was looking for my sister, and this tall lady was all. I got separated.
Shit. All right, calm down, kid. I'm here now. All right. Where'd you get separated from?
That way. He points to the south.
South. All right. Can you show me exactly where you got separated from? Can you walk?
I think so. As the kid gets up, he just kind of starts like sadly shuffling southwards.
Mm-hmm. I pick up my shotgun and start following him. Miss Knight, I think we found one of the kids who's been going missing or something like that. He said his sister's missing. Okay, out of
That
character,
sucks.
I know exactly what I'm walking into, but Arlo doesn't know that.
Yes,
I know, but I'm playing in on my skeptical part of me. Just because, remember, I'm always skeptical.
What? Are you coming?
Kit, I'm gonna need you to roll a sharp for me.
Okay.
Hopefully it succeeds this time.
There we go.
All right,
11.
you just realized that the weird bean-shaped imprints next to the cow hoof prints are in fact footprints from a child's shoe. Going in
Arlo-
the same direction that the cow was.
I don't think this is the right thing to do.
The hell you mean it's not the right thing to do?
Those little bean footprints that we've been following, you know?
Yeah.
Take a closer look at them. They're a freaking child's shoe.
That doesn't make sense. The kids didn't start going missing until after the cow did.
Then why would a child's trail be followed beside a cow going in the same direction? And then all of a sudden this child appears out of nowhere? I'm sorry, I'm just a little skeptical about this. And he seems very calm after he got you to agree to follow him. If I was a kid and I lost my sibling, I would be in shock and just want to run away until I calm myself down.
Okay, I'm gonna need both of you to roll sharp right now.
Okay.
I'm trying to reason with him because I don't trust someone.
8.
5, of course.
Snake
Okay.
eyes.
Kit, you don't notice that the child is missing. Arlo, you notice the child is missing, but you don't know which way they went.
Where the hell did he go?
There's another thing too. If a child wanted you to follow him to find his sister, why would he just randomly disappear after I make an assumption that maybe we shouldn't trust him?
Okay, Miss Knight, how about you stop rubbing it in on him?
No, I'm trying to convince him because I know he has a very soft heart for children. I'm not trying to rub anything in.
But I mean, what if the thing grabbed him just that? Damn it! God.
Where's any tracks though? When we hear it?
You're making sense, but I don't like what I'm hearing. What? So what are you saying? That the thing can transform into kids, or what?
It would make the most sense. Just think about it. What would lure kids, even a babysitter, into the woods? A frightened child.
God damn it! You're right.
That makes sense why little kids would follow as much as adults, as such as a babysitter, even teenagers.
You're right, of course. But so now what do we do? He's disappeared, and all we got are these sets of tracks.
You suddenly hear what you're pretty sure is the sound of Zeffy's thunderhammer going off somewhere to the east.
Right.
I suggest we go after that sound. Cause
Sounds like... Yep, nope, we're in
that
agreement.
sounds like Zeffy.
Yeah, that does sound like Zeffy. And Arlo takes off in that direction.
And I run after him. Is Ezreal coming or?
Yes. Yes, I am.
He's...
As soon as you started running, I started running too.
Okay.
All right.
Zeffy, you are in a pit with what you're pretty sure is at least 5 little creatures with lots of teeth. So far, you've been bitten 2 times successfully, but you've killed 2 as well.
Do I need to mark more harm?
Yes. 2 more harm.
Oh boy.
And then you, as this is going on, you hear... also should probably point out that you're currently swinging your hammer in your offhand, so it's also going to be a -1 forward for any time you swing.
Alright.
Alright, and you hear some footsteps overhead.
Alright.
Which, I'm just going to say it right now, that is Agent Knight, Arlo, and Ezreal entering the clearing, at which point you see a pit in the middle of it.
Oh no.
Zeffy, you here?
More like down here.
Zeffy, how did you get all the way down there?
Little child pushed me, but we have less time to talk. There's much down here. Please, do something.
On my way.
Yes?
Arlo runs towards the pit.
Do not
and,
fall down the pit. You will hurt yourself.
What would I have to roll to climb down the pit without hurting myself?
Well, it's slick walls. Like, it's literally just dirt walls.
Okay.
Like, straight down.
Okay.
Does he have a knife or anything that he could
what-
stick into?
You have somebody who can make portals.
Well, what? What do you suggest? If you don't want me coming down there right now.
I do not know. I would rather, if one person be stuck down here, that's the max who gets stuck, yes?
But if you stay stuck down there, are you fighting something?
Yes, so please hurry with the plans.
Oh, damn it. Okay.
Okay, is anyone currently looking over the pit, right? Looking into the pit, or...
I'm watching the outside. I'm assuming Arlo's looking into the pit trying to talk.
I'm calling down, talking to Zeffy.
Okay, you see 20 pair... Well, not 20. 18 pairs of glowing eyes down there. And Zeffy in the middle, bleeding from their... bleeding in a few different spots, as well as it appears that their right wrist is broken.
Oh, shit. All right. I put my shotgun away and I pull out my pistol and I take a pot shot at one of the pairs of eyes that seems trying to get closer to Zeffy, just trying to drive it back or hit it.
It tumbles backwards, but gets right back up.
Shit. All
Don't
right.
forget, you still have your 3 holds.
Yeah. Okay. Give me a sec. I need to look up the investigative mystery thing in my handbook. All right.
Well, it's not the investigative mystery thing.
Yeah, I know, but that's the questions I get to ask is from
Well,
the...
no. You get to ask the flake questions. Connect all the dots.
Okay, yeah, all right. So, that doesn't help me anytime right now. Okay.
Okay, I'll let you also ask the investigation questions because none of these are going to help you right now.
Okay, what can hurt it?
Fire.
Fire. Well, shit. Anyone got any fire on?
Apparently it's been coming from my mouth as of late.
Well, I think, well, how do we harness that and use it like can you, spit it? How do you use it?
I don't know. It's just apparently been pouring out of my mouth. Yesterday,
Does it
I
happen
accidentally set
whenever
a
you're
cup of booze
angry?
on fire.
Wait,
Do you
Does it
have?
happen whenever you're angry?
I've just been stressed, really. That's all it's been. As she's saying this, you see some fire come out of her mouth.
All right, quick thing, real quick. Damn it.
I was about to say, just think of something either stressful
okay.
or if it was angry, just think of Casimir.
Well,
Can I have Zephy
And
try
then-
something too?
What?
Ezra Cole, do you have any of that alcohol on you still?
I still have some left. I think I have a few spare hip flasks.
All right, hand me one of those. I think Arlo pulls out a match. I think I can make a flamethrower. Mouth match.
Flamethrower.
Have you seen
I
the
was
fire?
gonna see if I could have Zephy use her thunder hammer to summon lightning. Let something on fire down there. Just shoot it into the hole.
Ezreal hands you 2 hip flasks.
All right. Can you? How's your portal power doing right now, Ezra Cole? Are you able to?
I mean, I could probably do short range stuff, but
Could
nothing too big.
Could you get me down there next to Zephy?
Sure.
All right. And
You
then-
are now in a like she snaps her fingers, a circular runic symbol opens up appears underneath you, and you sink into it. Are now in the pit next to a bleeding Zephy, surrounded by 18 pairs of glowing eyes.
All right.
I'm going to need you to roll cool.
Okay.
Arlo, could you have not just done this in reverse, but for me?
Possibly, but I'm going to try to breathe fire on these things.
Roll cool.
Yeah, that's. Hang on a sec. I need to double check what my cool is. Oh, good. That's a 6.
Okay, you're now under their control.
Fuck.
Your eyes are now green in color,
Oh
Okay.
my.
and you suddenly swing around and try to stab Zephy.
Stab Zephy?
You have a knife on you, right?
No, I have.
Okay,
two-
you try to shoot Zephy.
with my shotgun or my sidearm.
Your sidearm, that's a lot less unwieldy.
Okay, cool. So I try to pump around into Zephy. Oh god, I'm
Yep.
sorry. It deals 2 harm.
Okay, so that's not going to do anything. The bullet just bounces off of Zephy's forehead.
Yes, whoever else is up there who did the switching place things, could you, do that again? Yes? No? Something has happened to the person who sat down here.
Ezreal, can you transport?
Okay, this night you now see that Ezreal's eyes are glowing yellow caverns.
Are you okay?
No! Fire is straight up pouring out of her mouth, and Luckily,
Bend
it's
downwards
dissipating.
toward the hole.
luckily it's dissipating before it gets any
Dang
gets
it.
like below like chest height. All right, just give me a sec.
Well, mission
Uh,
accomplished, I guess.
As a sigil appears underneath you, one of the creatures lunges towards you, bites a hold of Zephy again, so another 1 damage.
Oh, that's gonna kill me.
Is it?
Use a luck
Yeah.
point. Use a luck point.
Use a lot. Okay, wait,
yeah,
no, it
you
was
did 3 harm to me when I fell, then you did 1 harm, and then you told me to take 2 more harm. So
Oh,
yeah, I
right.
have only 1 left.
okay.
So.
Never mind. That doesn't happen. Right before it hits you, you go through the portal, and you now have a brainwashed Arlo
Resistance
on
is
your hands.
futile. You will be assimilated.
Wait, so is he up here with us?
Yes.
No, I'm in the pit.
No.
You
You
jumped
both
on the
came up.
portal.
I
Oh,
punch
okay.
Arlo in the face.
Bam.
What's your intention with this punch?
Maybe to knock him out, you know?
Okay,
right
roll me
forehead.
tough.
2d6 plus.
Zephy,
3.
why'd you do that to Arlo? You care about
You
him.
knock him out.
Pretty sure I'm out cold then.
Yes.
Zephy's gonna turn to the other 2. Ah, yes. You remember that time we were fighting those cultists and they were, what was the word? Brainwashed? That is happening here too.
I wasn't Okay.
That is what happened to Arlo. That is why he's on the floor now. Also, do not go in the pit. There is evil in there.
Right.
Wasn't on planning. Wasn't planning that. I was watching the outside to
Anyways,
make
have you
sure
seen
nothing
this little
came.
child around here? I have to have a very long talk with him.
We ran into one.
What did he
Disappeared.
look like? You know what? Never mind. I am sure that is him. Was he looking for his sister?
Yes.
That's what he said, and then he said he got separated from some tall lady, and he was crying. It was weird.
And
Yes,
then
yes, that was him. Don't. He is feeding the thing that he's feeding that pit. Anyways, I need some help. As you can see, my wrist is broken.
Can't you heal yourself?
It would not be wise to do so right now.
Okay, well, you two are doing that as
Okay,
your walks. Okay.
I just did a heal roll and I got 12.
So
So
that's
you can do-
2 harm and stabilized.
And
There you go.
stabilized. So you basically just put you
Heal wrap.
basically just made a splint for the wrist.
There you go, Zippy. that
And you've
better?
also stopped the bleeding from Zeffy's neck. As you two are doing this, Ezreal just walks over to the pit, grabs some of the matches off of Arlo, empties 3 hip flasks worth of alcohol into it, and throws a match in there.
There we go.
I know
I
you were
suppose
more than
that would have
mortal,
been
but
more
are you sure
reasonable.
you should have that much on you?
It's been a long, long day.
Ah, yes. Children can do that to humans. Last I checked, but never
Yeah,
mind.
now that you've laid out kind of what's going on here, and I see what I should have done, I feel like an idiot. Get Zeffy out, empty the alcohol, light the match. Instead, I was like, I'm gonna make a flamethrower with my mouth because that seems cool.
Okay. Okay. I'll let you do it. Oh, you're immediately mind controlled. Well, fuck.
I appreciate you humoring my.
I almost died.
Yes. All right. So, what exactly happened with the redneck extraordinaire?
Arlo, you mean? Yes?
Yes, that one.
He was taken over by something that was trying to affect his mind. It was trying to do the same to me.
Okay, so now that they're dead, you hear screaming from the pit, or dying anyway.
Wait, also, I hit Arlo in the face. That's 2 harm to Arlo, isn't it?
Yes.
Yep. I don't have armor.
No. You think that maybe they're dead now? I mean, not that. Oh shit! Not the kid's dead. You think maybe the kid's gonna be broken free, or?
Well, let's just see if punching him in the face like I did with Arlo will work after, he wakes up. I assume you do not want me punching children, yes?
I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear that. I'm gonna watch Arlo.
Not often you hear an angel say something about punching a child.
Well, if it's the only way that we know to break him free, it's the best option, no?
I guess.
But we don't know.
Day.
There. I am sure we'll get through this.
I guess we should carry Arlo with us if we're going after the kid. That sounds so wrong.
I mean, last you saw they disappeared into the woods. You have no direction which way they went. Although, I guess you could roll sharp to figure out if you might have an inkling.
Let's see what I can do.
The child claimed that his mother was the woman at the police office. Perhaps we could talk to her more about her son, see if she noticed anything strange with him? No?
You're pretty
rolled
sure
an
that
eight.
the kid went back into town.
Yeah. Even if it's a child, they always run back to home. So I believe that's the correct action. Do I have to roll tough to see if I can carry Arlo, or...
Zeffy's gonna try it even with one hand.
I was about to say,
No.
Zeffy probably has a lot more upper body strength considering Angel.
Yeah, but he only has one hand. That's why I'm worried.
That's true.
What would I have to roll to see
You know
if I
who
reach
probably
across?
has the second most upper body strength right now?
Casimir.
Ezreal.
But
Because
Ezreal
demon.
is... I don't want to push Ezreal too hard.
Then let Zephy do
Screw
it.
The angel's wrist is broken. I can do this.
You sure?
Throws Arlo over one shoulder.
Okay.
Something Zephy could have done.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright, where are we going?
Back into town.
Are we heading back to the car, or...
Would it be safe to leave Arlo alone in the car?
I
I mean, you're
couldn't
not
watch over him.
supposed to leave pets in the car, so that's kind of a good...
You just compared Arlo to a pet.
Either that or a child.
Child probably more accurate than a pet, but that was funny.
Good
Anyway.
point. I am hundreds of years older than him.
I guess we'll take. I think the best course of action is probably going back to the police station to check on that woman, see if the child went home, and then check on the
Three
child.
women walking into town, one of them carrying a man over her shoulder.
Mission accomplished.
Alright.
I mean, if he wakes up in the car and he's still under control, it's not going to be pretty. Since that's the only reason.
Just saying, y'all better have grabbed Florence.
Oh my gosh.
Nope.
Florence is safe,
I'm
okay?
pretty sure Florence was strapped to you.
Yeah, you might have
Yeah,
lost your
probably.
sidearm.
Yeah, you probably... Your sidearm is in the pit. Well,
Okay.
No. Your sidearm was dropped when Zephy punched you. It's on the ground.
Okay. Does any...
That's
I'll
so
go
hilarious. I'm gonna shoot you. Oh no! It does.
All right. All right. So, quick question: does someone want to grab the sidearm, or should I roll?
I'll go pick it up.
Okay.
I grab his sidearm.
All right. I'm gonna roll to see which one it was that I was using. Just on an odd, it was the revolver. On an even, it was the automatic. It was the revolver.
Okay.
Alright, I'm
So-
carrying a revolver with me.
In addition to your assault rifle and 9mm.
You begin heading east. I mean, not east, west.
And,
Towards
and
town.
I also have a 38 revolver too.
As...
You can akimbo revolvers.
Technically speaking, I'm pretty sure Zephy would be the one leading the way here, since they know the way directly from the pit into town.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta make sure Ezreal doesn't accidentally knock Arlo into any branches. Trees.
If she does, it would be hilarious.
Probably.
So, Demon, how long have you been speaking with the two mortals in our party?
Well, I've been speaking to this one ever since you guys dealt with that minor god.
Ah. Alright.
That was the one in the park. The other one was shortly thereafter.
Okay. Interesting. Sophie's gonna go silent for a bit as she leads them back into town.
Okay.
I'm thinking, crap, I don't have Arlo to protect me now.
Yes. Well, no, I'm pretty sure the only thing keeping Ezreal from being hurt is the fact that she's carrying Arlo. Arlo right now is the meat shield.
Even when
Alright,
I'm not playing a tank, I'm a tank.
What?
Even when I'm not playing a tank, I'm a tank.
You're a surrogate tank. You are the armor.
Yes, exactly.
It's literal because Zephy won't listen or reason as much with anyone else except for you, Arlo.
Here's just thing that y'all kind of don't realize what's gonna happen to. Arlo has a child with a
Yeah.
man he's not married to.
Yeah. Anyway.
She's supposed to be a Christian angel, so...
Well, I mean, the church kind of just decided, hey, let's get involved in this marriage thing.
And
Yeah.
to be fair, Arlo doesn't know that he has a child yet.
Also, Arlo dabbled in Buddhism.
Ooh.
That was the experimental phase. I'm just going to put that out right now.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, well, either way. She's not gonna be happy when she finds out that Arlo's not taking care of his kid.
Yes, that's the problem. All right, as you get to the edge of the woods, you notice that there is a kid face down on the ground. Zephy, you recognize this as Jeremy.
Ah.
And... I mean, yeah, they're just laid out face down on the ground. They're breathing.
Okay, good, because I was about to have Zephy pull out her hammer and poke him with it from a distance.
This
Anyway.
isn't normal for kids.
Yes, but
It's
this was the
also-
child that pushed me into the hole, so...
I'm also pretty sure it's not normal for kids to be mind controlled by things in pits.
Mm-hmm. So, I was hurt last time near the kid. Anyone else would like to go towards him?
I'm carrying the unconscious guy.
I thought you were out of character.
Zephy
I
just
thought
looks
you,
expectantly at Kit.
out of character. I'm thinking. I think Zephy was gonna go after the kid, like as not as evil revenge, but it's like a bratty kind of revenge, like a childish revenge.
Just hits the child with an underswing from the hammer.
Nah, she brings the kid back to the pit and like holds him over. So, do you remember this place?
The pit that's currently on fire.
Yep. He's holding a child over a fiery pit.
Oh no!
That's what I thought was gonna happen. Or at least do something not malicious, more childish.
So, there is a child face down on the ground.
Zephy's looking expectantly at Kit.
Seriously? Oh my gosh. I have no experience with kids.
Can I roll charm to see if I'll get her to do it?
You trying to manipulate her into dealing with the child?
Yes.
I have no experience with kids.
Oh no, that's fine. He was really sweet. All he wanted to do was to find his sister.
You,
go
you
talk
said
to
he
him.
was mind controlled and pushed you down a pit with monsters. How is that nice?
Are you saying that you're weaker than the child? I'm sure you can handle him if he doesn't. All he did was push me. He didn't even stab me. I'm sure you'll be fine.
But didn't the fall hurt you? And when you got out of the pit, you were nearly dead.
It was a 40-foot fall.
Last time I checked, children do not control gravity, so I do not know what the fall has to do with the child. Besides the fact-
Who caused you to fall, though? That created that.
Well, the hole isn't here, so...
But the demonic child that was under control is, and I don't do
Could have put
children.
it out right now that child is not demonic. I would know.
See? It is just a child that was taken advantage of.
It's a human child. Most human children are annoying. I don't understand children.
Can't agree with you there.
Zephy just kind of chuckles and pats Kit's head. Aw, you still are a child, though. She's
I
gonna
smack
walk over to
his-
the kid. She's... No one else is gonna do it. Okay, Zephy's gonna walk up to the kid, bend over, and just poke him on the back of the head. Hello, are you in there, child?
The child kind of twitches and then starts to pull himself up, turns around, looks at you, and then just suddenly starts crying while just wailing, "I'm so sorry."
Well, it's a bit late for an apology after all. Zephy's gonna hold up her wrist, just like, it's a bit much. But let's not worry. Can you tell me a bit more about why you're sorry? She's gonna start trying to, use her soothe to calm the
I
child
didn't
down.
want to kill. They made me do it. My sister.
Yes,
Hey,
I know, but it's
I'm
not
gonna
your
head
fault.
over
They're
'cause-
there.
I'm gonna head over because I can't stand a crying child. And I'm like, hey, it's okay. You're okay. Deep breaths.
Don't worry, we're looking into the hole. We'll take care of it.
What happened?
One day, we were all just like,
I don't understand what you're saying. No offense. That's out of character.
I mean, it was meant to be indecipherable. It's child
Oh, I
bawling their
thought
eyes
you-
out.
Mhm.
Zephy's going to look to Kit and be like, I don't understand children.
I grabbed
You're
the kid
expecting
and
a
give it.
child to be decipherable. You ever had a child try to tell you a story? It makes no goddamn sense.
It's
I
entertaining,
grabbed.
though.
I pulled the child in and I started hugging it. There.
Well, I guess good news is I think the child's free.
It's okay.
Shall we go back to the police station to go see your mother? I'm sure she is worried sick about you. Okay, we're going to the police station. Let us go.
Are you able to stand?
They nod their head.
I stand up and I hold out my hand.
They take it.
We're walking hand in hand to the police station.
This poor kid is a wronged in the making. Just gonna say that right now.
I'm trying to be caring when I don't understand children.
No, you're doing a good job. I'm just saying, like,
Character type.
in Monster of the Week, there's one called the Wronged, and this kid is a wronged in the making. That's what I'm saying right
Oh,
now.
yes.
Either way, the
definitely.
child is jacked up right now.
That poor thing. Oh my heart.
Zephy is going to let Kit Knight take care of the child and walk in the front, and she's going to go back a bit to Ezreal. Well, on the bright side, it seems that the child is aware of what they were doing. Perhaps we can ask Arlo a bit more about what happened when he wakes up, yes?
Yeah, I guess we could.
This is always such a bother.
What being the bother?
Oh, the mind control thing?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, I've known a few people that have that ability, but geez.
Yes, luckily I seem well enough to not be hit by it, but I wouldn't trust that too much.
Well, I guess the good news is whatever's in there is dead now.
Yes.
Wouldn't have minded throwing
Yeah.
Casimir in there, though.
Well, Casimir might have a bit of a knack for avoiding fire, but
Not the fire.
yes, the pit, yes?
Yes. Although, if Armand's to be believed, apparently he and his ilk just taste like rubber. So,
Ah,
they probably wouldn't have been able to eat him anyway.
yes, I'm still quite worried. Did we actually solve this, or did we just delay it? Did we actually see...
The person-eating pit?
Yes, it was just dark there. I was not sure. I was bit by small critters, and the small critters are what was gone, yes?
Yes. They are all currently on fire.
But do we know what was causing them all to be compelled to act like that? Was it down there, or was it just the things that was being controlled?
They themselves, I'm pretty sure that was just their natural inclination.
I do not know much about what's on this planet. I'll take
Me
your word
neither,
for it.
really. Yesterday, I had to deal with some weird, multi-legged invisible thing that someone apparently thought was a rabbit.
Rabbits
And
are
Medusa.
rabbits. Was it that strange one that seems to call me a fat kitey or whatever?
Yeah, that
Ah,
On Guard or something like that?
I do not know what it is either. Do not worry.
Alright. Anyway, you think it's gonna be suspicious just walking into town carrying a man roughly 1.5 times my size into town. I mean, to the police station.
Just as long as we don't have any weapons out, I'm sure it looks more like we just found a drunkard.
Fair enough. With this, she takes a cigarette out of one of Arlo's pockets and lights it. Want one?
No, I do not want to try that again for now.
All right. You get to the police station with the crying child. And when you get inside, you see that the mother is still there, having apparently been arguing with that cop that you talked to earlier the entire time and didn't notice that their child wandered off.
Oh, that bitch.
She's already distracted by the loss of one child.
I know, but still.
She's not in a good place right now.
Yeah, true. I don't retract my statement, but I'm sorry for saying it.
So, did you get what you were dealing with there, ma'am? This is the police officer.
Get.
I was trying to understand everything that happened just in a few seconds ago. I kind of zoned out for a second. I heard something about someone. Was it one of the kids that ran off?
Okay,
Brought the kid back.
You basically brought the kid back to
there.
the police station. The cop asked you if you found everything or whatever, or you sorted everything out.
You end up dealing with the problem there, bud.
Yeah, we took care of the issue. You shouldn't have to deal with any more missing children or any missing people for a while. We also found this one. We were able to save him.
My chest. Oh, it's little Jeremy.
He's a little shaken up by everything that happened. So.
Little Jeremy Gleason. Got you.
May I interject real quick, though? There's a very large hole out in the middle of the wilderness that if anyone were to fall into, they would have a very hard time getting back out. You might want to look into that. I'm not sure if it is you I talked to for this information or someone else I bring this to.
I could probably pass the information out along there for you. Where would you say this was?
It is deep in the forest. It is east. East is the direction, yes? At east of here? We've been traveling up the trail back and forth. You might be able to find it just by following through where we went.
I mean, I don't know where you went there, bud, so, I guess east it is. Alright, I'll make sure that the proper people are, notified.
Sorry, I'm just joking.
Is she carrying a man over her shoulder?
One of our team members got knocked out during the battle.
Say no more.
Yeah, we couldn't exactly leave him, so this was our only option.
Wait, we walked to the police station, so we left his car somewhere, didn't we?
Yes, it's over on the south side of town.
Yeah.
East was the right direction, though, right?
Yes, east was the right direction.
Okay, I just didn't want to get the
appearances were in the south.
All right.
And west is the left direction.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. But yeah. So, I guess I'd say it's always help to have the Bureau help show up, but usually it happens with some pretty vile stuff, so no, not really.
It's all good. There's no need to worry anymore about the missing people.
Alright, if you want, I could probably put in a call to the local liquor store and give them a bit of a, have them give you a bit of a discount on a couple of beers. Oh, God. That was definitely not northern.
Not especially, no.
Discount on some beers.
I will gladly take you up on that offer.
I will most definitely take you up on that offer.
I'll set this one up and watch our fainted friend for now.
I was going to take him with us. What better way to wake up Arlo than with this guy?
with beer.
Smell of whiskey.
How did
Just
you
Alright.
imagine.
that
I'm just
pick-
imagining like using it like smelling.
Right, I'm gonna let you do that. So after this, you guys have headed over to the liquor store. You've bought yourself some drinks. One of you, I'm gonna just do this so I can figure out which one of you did it because, let's see. Okay, Kit. You cracked the beer open under his nose and it woke him up. A beer open under his nose and it woke him up.
Yeah. The hell? You in my stash again? Oh.
No.
Not this time.
The town was grateful for us taking care of their problems, so they gave us a discount on the liquor store.
Thank fucking God. Oh.
I'm still not sure how well this solved because we did not find the location of everyone else, but I assume they were eaten, so.
My jaw
Never's
hurts.
gonna say that in a whisper. She's not gonna, be
Oh, they were
audibly say.
They were probably eaten.
Yeah.
Arlo's not stupid. He can put two and two together.
Zeffy's just doubting because
Arlo just kind of rubs the side of his jaw, which I'm assuming is swelling right now.
Yes.
Probably.
It's pretty goddamn sore.
Yeah. Did you get God fuck? Could you get something stronger for me, please?
I might have an Everclear in one of these flasks.
Yeah, that'd be good.
All right.
Anyone got any painkillers too?
I don't think you should mix those.
Fuck you, it's America. I'd do what I want.
Don't come crawling to me. You die. Actually, you might. You are going to hell. Most of you are.
Who's
Yeah.
not going to hell in this group?
Have any of you never eaten shrimp before in your life?
that would be me.
Probably
You're most
me
definitely
too.
going to hell because you fell
No
from
way.
heaven. She does not say this. She knows better than to slight an angel. She just kind of looks at you incredulously.
Well, Zephy was cast down from heaven, so either Zephy will go to hell or is cursed to wander eternally. Like, one of the two.
Maybe she'll end up hooking up with someone and create a Nephilim. Who knows? Anyway, wanna head back home?
I don't got a better idea.
I suggest first we try and restock on our liquor for the house.
I think we should rest before driving.
Oh shit! They probably got some really good domestic things here that I have to pay. That I have to pay a tax for import in Nebraska. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Wisconsin is known for its beer. I mean, they have a baseball team named the Brewers. I'm not kidding.
No, I
That
know
sounds
it's awesome.
I really hope
I
they're
think
like.
I have a Brewers. I think I have a Brewers shirt somewhere around here.
I really hope there's like a Brewers Stadium and there's just a bunch of like different craft beer stores around the
Well,
stadium.
I don't think there's a bunch of craft beer stores, but there is a Brewers Stadium
Mhm.
because it is the Milwaukee Brewers.
Yeah, but I really hope like there is a bunch of beer like in the. I really hope the Brewers Stadium's known for its beer.
I mean, most baseball games are known for beer, but yeah.
Mhm.
But yeah, like there is a Brewers because it's the Milwaukee Brewers, so it's like the big Wisconsin team.
So we are going to stock up on our liquor for the house.
Yes, because people keep rating Arlo's whiskey.
So we're gonna need.
I've been under a lot of stress. Cut me some slack.
You could have at least put it on the list or refilled it.
Hey,
Where's
that's
the
why I
grocery
remember.
list?
It's on the freezer. It's a fucking magnetic list.
Fair enough. Wait, the list is magnetic.
But it's like a pad of paper that's got magnets on it. It's a
Okay,
Fucking- my
that
jaw
makes much more
hurts.
sense.
Man, how much has Arlo been spending with this demon?
Ezracool's not answering that question.
Zeffy was mumbling it, hoping they didn't hear. Anyways,
Okay.
You got hit in battle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Zephy, you doing all right? You look like you've been through hell.
Well, no, that's not hell for certain, but it's probably one of the closer times I've had to, I think the term is a pickle?
Oh, so you get that term, but not the get through hell part. Fuck.
All right, so I'm guessing we're heading home now.
Yeah.
With the buttload of liquor.
Yeah, no. Okay, I'm down about half of this flask of Everclear. Real good shit. I'm not driving.
It's my car, so of course I'm driving.
I do not think you
Should
should
have
drink and
put
drive.
the harpoon gun back in the back since I've been carrying this.
Forgot.
Probably wasn't the best idea to walk into a police station with this. It's a good thing I'm not human.
Well, it was. I think they
you're
probably
more
would have been more distracted to the man over her shoulder than a harpoon gun.
That and the assault rifle on someone's back, but
Yeah. We were all kind of banking on everyone just staring at the fact that Cat had an assault rifle. That's kind of why
I
if you said
did.
as long as you're holding a weapon, you should be good.
there are a lot of times where it's like, why are you bringing that in public? Not everyone knows what the Bureau is.
Yeah.
I
That's the
have a gift though that has a recognizable badge that's recognizable,
Yes,
I believe.
but there's a difference between showing someone your badge and
Well, if
then
they
walking
question
into
me,
the
I'm gonna
station.
show them my badge.
I get there's some time between walking into the station with an assault rifle and showing the officer your badge.
Just leave it at the door.
You're lucky everyone was distracted.
There's a reason Arlo keeps his shotgun on the gun rack in his truck, and even if it causes us trouble every now and then, he's at least trying to be.
And I'm assuming that his sidearm is concealed.
Yes, it is concealed.
Oh, that
It's a
reminds
concealed
me.
gun rack. Don't
Well,
worry.
reminds me.
Actually, Wisconsin,
Um,
Wisconsin is open carry, so technically,
Yes, but you still need a permit for that, and I'm pretty sure you aren't like it's still a faux pas to do that with an assault rifle.
That reminds me, by the way, Arlo, here's your gun back. You dropped in the fight.
Ah, shit. When did I drop it? I don't.
Oh, I
remember-
had to punch you.
Ah, that would explain the jaw and why I can't remember much after teleporting down into the hole.
Well, you tried to shoot me in the head, so we're even.
He didn't
Shit,
try, he
I'm-
did. That's out of character. That is actually he did shoot you.
It
Shit.
just didn't work.
Yeah.
Just kind of looking. Shit. I'm sorry. Just.
It's fine. Mortar bullets still don't really seem that effective on me. Then again, it wasn't your shotgun. That might have been it.
It's a good thing my it's a good thing my ability devastating. I have to choose to deal one extra damage.
Oh god. Anyway, assuming this is being said on the drive back,
Yeah.
Yep.
you get to the house. Then, like just after you get inside, you hear a knock at the door.
I swear if it's another mission.
Who the hell is this? Arlo's going to the door now. Just opens it.
All right. You see a fairly nondescript man with a child next to him. And Arlo, I'm going to need you to roll sharp.
Oh shit. Okay. I kind of hope I pass this, but it would also be hilarious if I failed, and it would make
Well,
sense.
if
in
you pass
retrospect.
this one, you'll be the okay.
13.
Hello there, Arlo Adams, I presume. And as he says this, you can see quite clearly some form of insectoid mandibles lying alongside his teeth as he speaks.
Yes. Can I help you? Slowly inching toward the gun in his pocket.
Simply put, there was a bit of a problem in this boy's neighborhood.
Arlo looks down at the kid.
The kid looks vaguely familiar. Like, you haven't seen the kid before, but the kid reminds you of someone. And possibly Mardi Gras.
Do I know you?
Probably not.
Jonathan just kind of stares back and just kind of wide eyes, like, what?
So is anyone else going to be investigating what's going on, or is just
I'll have Zephy do it, yeah.
okay?
Well, sharp,
whoever
right?
it is sees you and goes, "Oh, Zeffy, it's been a while."
Zephy's going to pause for a bit. Just be like, Oh, yes, you were in the town when we met the stranger who was causing you, troubles, yes?
Yes. Thank you so very much for dealing with that problem.
Yes, it's fine. Zephy's gonna look behind her and make sure he's not, out in the open.
But there has been a problem in this boy's hometown. The third finger has risen.
I'm sorry, fucking what?
Oh, great.
You should know exactly what I'm talking about. You
I
have
know.
dealt with the second, haven't you?
Right now, I'm just putting up the liquor.
Yes,
So-
I know. But where did it strike? I was looking at news reports and everything. I never found anything. What happened?
This has been very recent.
Shit.
There is a person you are playing who knows where.
New Orleans. The kid speaks for the first time. Arlo kind of looks down. What? New Orleans, but that means yes, New Orleans. My mom is missing, and Arlo just kind of stops for a second, then just slowly pans his head towards it. Your mom. What was her name? Her name is Kiersey Sharp. Arlo just kind of looks stunned for a sec. It's been years since I heard that name. Her son? Did she get married or? As far as I know, sir, she told me my dad lived in Nebraska, and I never met him.
I'm just going to leave you two alone. There's some business I need to attend to. Surveillance, With this, the stranger walks back towards his car and climbs in.
Zephy's gonna wave him goodbye.
He waves back. The suburbs have left.
I notice
Oh, actually, Zephy
Arlo's
actually
not
liked it
looking
before.
well, so I come up to the front where he is. Is everything okay,
Zephy's going
Arlo?
to shoot daggers in Arlo's back with their eyes.
Yeah.
Well, the question is, has Zeffy figured it out?
Let's see.
Are you okay, Arlo?
No, you have no idea what this small child is about. You don't really want anything to deal with children right now.
Zephy just assumes it might have been like one of the, same people, part of the suburbs,
Mhm. So Arlo kind of turns. What's your name, kid? I'm
Okay.
I'm Jonathan.
Joestar.
No. If I wanted to make a JoJo reference, I would have done so already. But then he goes. And then
My twin brother Dio.
then Arlo kind of looks. How old are you? I'm 9. Gonna be 10 in September. Arlo just kind of looks real stunned right now, and just kind of thinks back to nearly 10 years ago, and just like looks. I don't.
Mardi Gras.
Arlo just goes and just kind of sits down and just kind of thinks for a sec. Come on in. You're welcome here anytime. Jonathan just kind of awkwardly shuffles in, and he goes, "Yeah. Can you help me find my mom? The man who took me here said you could help me." Arlo's like, "Yeah. Yeah. That would be that. You hungry?" He turns to the kid, and he's like, "A little bit. We stopped for We stopped for McDonald's on the road, so
Should have been Waffle
The
House.
suburbs bought me McDonald's.
The hive mind brought me McDonald's. Put this in full context. A body-possessing hive mind
bought
him McDonald's.
Yeah, Arlo's not really sure how to react to that at some point in, at this point in time, but like is just looking really stunned, and the kid just is kind of looking up to you. Oh, hi. What's your name? Looking at Agent Knight.
Oh, hi. I'm Kit Knight. And you are?
I'm Jonathan.
Nice to meet you.
He holds out his hand to like shake it like very professionally and politely.
I shake his hand.
Hmm.
So what brings you here? Because I'm assuming that they said this whole conversation like at the front door. I was busy clanging glasses around, cleaning liquor and stuff.
Ezreal is drinking.
Yeah. Well, my mom went missing in New Orleans, and there was a monster that was in our house. He looks a little scared at this, and like just kind of folding his hands and like just again looking kind of nervous. He's a kid, and
I put my arm around his shoulders. It's okay. Can you tell me anything that you remember?
the thing was like a spider the size of a bear. I couldn't find my mom. She was missing, but I didn't smell any blood or anything, so I think she's okay. But whenever she told me if something like this were to happen, to look for my dad. She said he lived in Nebraska.
I turn over and look at Arlo.
Arlo's just still kind of has the stunned expression, kind of 1,000-yard stare going. There were.
Can I roll sharp if I have to connect 2 and 2 together?
If you want to have,
or can I just?
Okay, this is going to be If you do, this is going to be pass fail, and it's not going to count towards experience if you fuck up.
Okay. Because I would think I would know, but I wasn't sure if I had to roll for it or not.
I mean, you could go ahead and roll if you want.
So I don't have to roll?
It's really up to you which way you want to go with this.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure you're smarter than Zeffy.
Yeah.
Or at least
That's
less
why I'm
naive.
questioning, but
Roll a second time, you mean?
Oh yeah, that's right. Zeffy has no goddamn clue.
I'm the only one
It's
that's
like a second hive mind or something.
connected things together.
Arlo's
Yeah.
connected things together,
You
but
can't.
I mean, I'd say go ahead and roll. It's going to be pass fail. It's 6. With 6 being the waypoint. Okay, it's Arlo's child.
I look at him in shock and disbelief at Arlo, and then I go back to the
Horror
kid
and
and say,
revulsion.
I'm just shocked right now. And then I turn back to the kid. You came to the right place.
there were a lot more things outside. If she ran away, she knows magic, but there were a lot of them, and they felt weird, like really weird. He just kind of shivers at the whole thought of them, because I'm guessing they kind of gave an aura of unnaturalness.
Yeah,
Hey,
similar
don't
to the
worry.
you probably feel
I'm
coming
sure
from
your
the
mother is a very strong woman.
All right. Then Jonathan's eyes just kind of widen a little bit, and then he slowly points at Casimir. Kind of felt like him.
You have nothing to
No.
worry about with that guy. He is
I'm
obsessed
having
with
that
Elmo. Elmo makes him happy, so he's not a threat. Alright?
Well, Elmo makes me happy too, but
Zephy's
he's
gonna speak up
nine.
with this and just be like, "Don't worry. If he causes you any trouble, I'll take care of him."
In the background, Ezreal is heading towards the bunker, kind of stiff-legged, wide-eyed. If you were to look, you would see that her eyes are right now glowing caverns, and there are horns sprouting from under her hair.
This kind of Arlo seems to shake this off. Right.
Do you have a place to stay?
No.
No, I just got here, bitch.
I was hoping I could stay here. Arlo
Yes,
just kind of
definitely.
shakes it off a little bit at this point in time. Yeah, I got an extra room here. I got a few smaller beds too. Why don't I show you your room? Seems like we got a lot to talk about.
At this
Yes.
point,
We do
Jacob
have a lot to
Sorega-
talk about, Arlo.
Jacob Sorega comes downstairs wearing an apron holding cleaning supplies. What did I miss?
Oh, Jacob, the demon seems to be having trouble. Do you know anything about that?
I don't really know her. Kind of just met a few days ago.
Same here.
Jonathan points at what's the guy's name? Jacob. There we go.
Jacob.
I knew it was Jacob. I knew it started with a J, but I couldn't remember what. And he says, "Who's that?"
Hello, tiny person.
He's our friend.
Okay.
My name is Jacob Sorega.
Your name starts with J. So does mine. I'm Jonathan.
That is good to know.
You're weird.
As are you, tiny person. I'm sorry, I'm a bit out of my depth here. It's been about 1,000 years since I've had to deal with a child.
Really?
That's a long time.
Yes, it is.
I would have thought. Never mind. I want to say this out of context, as Zephy wouldn't know this, but I was about to say I would have thought a bunch of young kids would have loved to like get to know vampires.
Young adults, maybe.
I mean, vampires have always had the weird sex thing tied in with.
Mm-hmm. But yeah. So Arlo goes to show Jonathan kind of his room and everything. Think of how to make these characters interact more. I'm kind of doing whatever.
I mean, if you want, we could probably have it end off with him leading him that way.
I mean, if
there could be more stuff with other characters going on other than those two, as he's giving him a little tour.
Mm-hmm.
For instance, Jacob is heading into the kitchen. Ezreal is in the bunker.
Mm-hmm.
And Kit and Zephy are just currently in the living room, so.
Zephy's going to look at Kit and be like, "Your friend seems to be having some trouble. Why don't you check on him?" Her. My bad, sorry.
Every time.
Oh, man. Can I trust you alone with Casimir and the others?
It's been like this before, no? If anything, you're going towards the one person I would have a problem with. Well, I do, but, you know.
What? What did I do?
I meant the demon.
We already went over this, and it's all over. Blown over. Forgive and forget, remember?
I forgive you for being a demon.
No, I thought...
Kit, I am talking about the fact that your demon friend, who has a very human appearance, is currently growing horns. I assume you want to check on that, because I'm not going to.
Oh, I thought he was talking about our argument. I misheard him. I thought he was talking about our argument.
I was about to sit down and watch Elma with our argument.
You will not believe how hard it is to deal with that going on for an entire day.
Really?
I have no idea where the headphones are in this house.
Perhaps.
Not that would have helped much, because I had to send a bit of myself off to just circle around him, meaning that I was always in proximity of it, with ears too small to block.
Do not worry. I can watch over him from now if you wish to leave the house and avoid the Elmo.
Still haven't cleaned the shower.
Why are you cleaning anyways?
Gives me something to do.
Ah.
Everything I've built is gone. Someone
Yes.
destroyed the doors of my bar. My entire coven has been destroyed by my brother. The entire town I was looking after was subsequently destroyed by him as well.
Yes, I get the picture. I would wish. Okay.
Nothing good comes from him.
Well, I'm not really going to defend him, so.
I'm gonna head down to my bunker to check on Azrael.
All right. Down there, you see her drinking from one of her hip flasks. Her mouth is very much on fire. Her teeth are razor sharp. You swear that her arms have almost look similar to like a mix between a gorilla's and a bear's right now, but more in proportion to a human size. There are a pair of bird-like wings behind her, and she has antlers. Also, her eyes are now just glowing pits.
Okay, Azrael, what's wrong? You never usually storm into my bunker.
I've entered here several times.
Not by yourself, I guess, is what I'm saying.
Is that really the issue at hand here? I'd say the bigger problem is the fact that apparently another finger has entered this world.
If you keep thinking about it as that and just keep focusing on that without thinking of a plan, you're just going to stress yourself to death.
Once the sixth one enters, the apocalypse begins. I
It's
think
the
I can
third
be justified
one.
in my worrying.
He said it was the third finger, not the sixth.
Yes, but that means that there are three more after this one. And
If
based
we
on
can't-
what Redneck Jr. just said, this one's a real tough customer.
Have any of them been easy? No. Have we prevailed? Yes.
I mean, you've only
If you
dealt
keep-
with one so far.
Didn't we deal with two?
No!
I
The
thought we
first
dealt with
one
two.
is sitting on your couch.
Oh, I wasn't counting him. I never count him because he hasn't gone berserk or anything.
Yes, but as long as he's here, there's a chance. And it's not a matter of whether or not all of them are alive. It's a matter of whether or not all of them are here. They need to get started on banishing them because that corpse of the second one still counts as the second one.
You need to calm down. You won't be able to do anything if you just keep worrying and freaking out. You want to be helpful, don't you?
I want this to be over.
Hence my point, you want to be helpful. To succeed in helping us to get rid of this so it ends sooner. You can't be much help if you are just stressing and freaking out all the time. Because then you won't be able to help us if we need a emergency portal or something. And if that happens, we might be really screwed over.
You know what else would really screw you over? The end of your entire reality.
Which would be... trying to think of the right word. Which would not happen if we had more help as you. So please, you worrying and stressing isn't going to make anything better.
Oh, look.
All you're doing is stressing yourself out.
The first finger is
Actions
still
work.
roaming free. The person that was in charge of dealing with all the cultists has suddenly amassed a zombie army and is destroying Texas. And now apparently the third finger is destroying New Orleans. Again, I think I have good reason to stress.
Is it going to do you any good to stress? All I've seen is you feel pain.
Well, that's what the alcohol is for.
It's not going to do you any good. All I'm trying to do is make it less painful for you by trying to help you as a friend.
Right. Sorry. It's just... I'd really prefer if another world doesn't have to go through the same shit that mine did. I mean, the entire fourth circle is gone.
It must have been hard.
Yeah, a lot of people died. Alright. I guess while this whole thing's going on, might as well switch over to that last little interaction.
All right, so Arlo's showing Jonathan around in like a room that was reserved for like the younger grandchildren when they'd stay over and stuff like that. So there's like a twin size bed and stuff. But so he walks in. All right, so here's the bed. You can sleep here. You need anything? My room's upstairs. I'm usually in my office working, and well, it's about it. Arlo kind of turns and just sees Jonathan just kind of looking at him with a quizzical look on his face. Everything all right? Mom never really talked about you. I don't feel I know you at all. I didn't even know you born until just a few minutes ago. So, yeah, we're both kind of entering new territory. You don't seem bad. Well, that one remains to be seen. Your mom. Is she still practicing the magic stuff? You said something. Yes, says she's gotten stronger or something. Do you have anything that you can do? Jonathan looks a little hesitant at this and then just kind of shakes his head. A little bit, but I'm not good at controlling it just yet. Of course. All right. Well, was your ride here okay? For the most part. The guy who took me was strange, but he was nice enough. I don't... Do you go by John, Johnny, Jonathan? How do you... Just Jonathan's fine. All right. Sounds like a plan to me. What about you? What do you mean, what about me? Should I call you Dad? Oh, hell no. I'm not ready for that, I don't think. Then what should I call you? Just Arlo? Mr. Adams? One of the two? Maybe once we get to know each other a little bit better. Maybe then we can have more familial terms that we call each other. I have no experience with this sort of thing. That's okay. What she did say, she said you crazy. Yeah, figures. But resourceful. But I think you'll need my help. All right, if you think I'm going to be dragging you along on things, I don't... Mr. Adams, with all due respect, I can't control my powers fully. But I know a little bit about how to use them. And monsters destroyed my neighborhood.
Zombies ate my neighbor.
And Arlo just kind of looks bewildered. You're a strange kid, you know that? You're a strange man.
Bitch.
Arlo just kind of sits there for a sec. Got me there. Who are the other people who live here? No, I'll introduce you. Come on. And they head back downstairs.
I think we're going to end it there. Just know that two of those people are currently in a bunker.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, Arlo doesn't know that.
Well, no. Well, he saw one of them head into the bunker.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
With the peripheral. Anyway. Yeah, that was a fun session.
Yeah. Also, anyone wondering, the idea for this one was actually based on a Canadian exploitation movie, or Canuxploitation, if you're nasty, movie called The Pit.
Oh.
Lovely.
Yeah. Damn, this one was interesting. Never had to play a child before.
My heart
You
still
got
hurts.
everyone going. I'll give you that.
The fact that it was like, honestly, it was the moment where it was like, what do you gets told? Yeah, disappearances were the disappearances were happening out by the south end of town, and then the kid just leads you east.
Yeah.
I was like, huh. I was like, that would have been the moment where I would have been like, huh.
You really think Zephy was paying attention to all that? She's
Well,
just
no, I'm talking about it from a meta perspective,
Yeah.
like an out-character
Mhm.
I try
perspective.
not to think too much about, the meta,
Yeah.
There
I
were
was just like,
there were all sorts of red flags with that one. I was like, I don't want to metagame. I really don't.
oh yeah, that one was. I still love that. All right, I'll go into the paint. Immediately fails a check to make sure they aren't brainwashed and mind controlled, and shoots Zephy in the forehead.
Doesn't do anything, thankfully. But
I just liked how Zephy no-sells it, though. Just, nice, thanks. Really helpful right now, Arlo.
The entire situation. Oh yeah, you were at 1 health.
I'm just imagining, like, rather than just clocking Arlo across the jaw, Zephy just has one hand behind her back and then just karate chops him across the neck, Dragon Ball Z style. He just falls to the
God.
ground.
Oh, the car thing just reminded me. Let me see if I can find it.
Oh yeah, by the way, I leveled up, so...
Oh, speaking of which, we should do level up experience and such.
Yes, we should. That's right. I need to get onto that. Okay, so
I'm
we
going
look
to
at our
choose to create a
sheets.
second hunter to play as well as this one.
Yeah, if you're gonna do that, make sure that you get that worked out within the next 2 weeks and tell me beforehand what's going on with them. All right.
I'm probably going to do a Spellslinger.
Spellslinger?
Oh my gosh.
Dear God. Hopefully this one is another sane character.
Hopefully.
We don't
Please
need
be
another...
like Arb's
I
Spellslinger,
think
please.
the only thing you're going to find really annoying about them is that I'm totally going to make them do JoJo poses constantly.
I thought you were
You're
going
going to-
to make him a dude bro, and I was like, actually, that'd be kind of amazing.
Okay, so you're basically making the guy who taught Jonathan Joestar how to use Simone. I don't remember his name.
Zeppelin.
Zeppelini.
Zeppelini. Yeah, you're basically.
Lord Zeppelini.
Yep,
Because
you're
his
making
name is Led Zeppelin reference, which is part of the reason why the subtitling used by Crunchyroll pisses me off so much. Because it's like, the names are all like goddamn rock references, but they changed Oingo Boingo to Zenyatta Montada.
It's funny because there's a character in Golden Wind. There's like a the one of the stands is called Sticky Fingers in reference to, I think, a Rolling Stones song. I can't remember, but the subtitles say Zipper Man, and it's hilarious.
Why?
Well, he uses interdimensional zippers to make pocket
Yeah,
dimensions.
but at least, like, oh, God, it's the whole thing. Like, I couldn't care less whenever it's like the names of monsters changed. Like Glavenus, Dino Voldo. I don't give a shit because you know what? Animals are given different names in different countries. The same animal is not called the same thing in different areas. It's going to happen, at least. Like, so you could at least blame it on that kind of thing. It's like, oh yeah, it's basically just like what that animal is called in different areas. That sort of thing. That's not the case with these names. You might have different pronunciations, like the whole thing that Vincent Van... let's see, what is it? His actual last name, would, due to where he was from, would be pronounced Golf. Vincent Van Gogh.
Mhm.
But Americans pronounce it go, and the English pronounce it cook.
Interesting. I didn't know that about the English.
That I could understand. Changing Oingo and Boingo to Zenyatta and Montada, or Sticky Fingers to Zipper Man.
I think the worst offender is probably Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap has changed unreasonable actions performed at like reasonable rates or something like that.
That was at least, like, you could count that as a reference.
Mhm.
But this is what I immediately thought about with the car thing. I
That's
love that
funny.
show.
Anyway, we should probably end the recording here.
Yeah.
Also, we have to
See
do
y'all
the
next
XP
time.
thing first. Wait.
Yes, we have to do the EXP thing.
Cool. Post game.
Stop distracting me. Okay. Nope, that's a different thing. Okay. Here are 4 questions. Did we conclude the current mystery?
Yes.
Yes.
Did we save someone from certain death or worse?
Yes.
Yes.
Zeffy.
Also, the child is no
Jeremy.
longer mind controlled.
Yeah, Jeremy.
We
Jeremy.
didn't even do anything about that. He did that himself. Or I guess we
You
burned
did
it.
that by burning the creatures in the pit.
Yeah, we
Mhm.
burned. Yeah.
He's no longer mind controlled.
Yep.
Did we learn something new and important about the world?
Yes.
New Zealand. I mean, not New. Holy shit.
New
New
Orleans.
Jersey? New Orleans.
New Orleans is
It's overrun by the third fingy.
is overrun by the third finger. Apparently, the suburbs are not specifically limited to that one town, that one suburban area in Colorado, being as they were in New Orleans.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And apparently, there are pit monsters.
Mhm.
Did we learn something new and important about one of the hunters?
Arlo has a kid, and Zeffy learned that her companions have been in cahoots with a demon for far longer than she realized.
Yes. So everyone gets 2 experience.
I
Nice.
leveled up.
All right. What are you planning on doing for the level up?
I'm trying to look through all the different people's moves because I'm going to take someone else's move.
I'm either gonna do for my next level up, take Power of Heart, or make Cool and Tough have their advanced moves.
Does
I'm
Jonathan mark experience too?
Yeah. I guess sure. Yeah.
Big think right there.
They
Yeah,
get
I'm just-
experience.
If you said no, I would understand. I'm okay with that.
I'm trying to figure out what would be a good thing for extra move for the professional. Like, do you have anything in mind right now?
I thought of something that would be funny to use just because of how skeptical I am. Use something completely crazy, but I would have to ask if I could use a sharp roll instead of a weird roll because it never says to use weird.
Which one is it?
Telepathy. You can read people's thoughts and
Telepathy.
put words in their mind.
Oh, so you want to do the spooky thing?
Except fluff it is more rather than actually mine. I have a nose for sniffing out trouble and stuff.
Well, that's
Yeah.
actually kind of the weird thing with the spooky because, again, everyone could technically use magic. It's just that you guys haven't been.
Wait, hold on. What about taking the flake move that lets you tell when people are lying?
That one would also probably be helpful considering the whole thing with the kid who actually technically wasn't lying to any of you at any one.
Yeah, I
Well,
figured it was.
Lied to Zeffy about looking for his sister, but
Mhm.
not about getting separated from his sister, which was also
So I
the
wouldn't. So
you
if I
you.
took that move, would I be taking it from Arlo, or would I just have a duplication of it?
Well, if you
just
want
have
to
a
take,
duplication.
if you want to take the flake one, it's basically you're just able to tell when someone is lying.
Yeah,
Okay.
I already have
Because
that
I
one.
would.
It's,
Because I was considering that too, but I was worried that if I took a move, I would take it from him, and I didn't want
No.
to do that.
No.
If it
we
just
don't
says
know.
duplication of it, then I'll take that.
yeah, it's just a duplicate. You don't steal someone's move. But yeah, which that was also kind of the interesting thing with the kid because technically nothing he said to Arlo was a lie at that time.
And he was also kind of a blubbering mess, so I wasn't even.
Was out looking with his looking for his sister, technically, and did get separated from a weird tall lady.
And also, Arlo, when dealing with kids, Arlo's defense drops dramatically, and he is a lot less paranoid that way.
I still. You are now pointing a shotgun at a child.
I felt really bad about that, but at the same time, I didn't because I knew the kid had pushed Zeffy into the pit. And
Yeah, you knew what was going on metatextually.
yeah, and I was like, okay, this could either be one of two things. It could the kid could be being controlled by something, or he could just be a psychopath who has started worshiping whatever's in the pit and didn't like her all that much and just decided to murder her. And so that would have been an interesting moral dilemma. But he was being mind controlled, so everything's okay.
It's just hilarious. I need to get even with the child. I punched the child. I was waiting for something like that. I do an underhand swing with my hammer and send the child flying into the sky.
I'm just imagining that one scene from Scary Movie 3 when the kid who kept getting backed into by cars and stuff just goes flying.
Was that the one that had...
That was the one that had the Rings parody, or the Ring parody.
No, I'm trying to remember. Which one was it that was the actually good one that had a dude who was also an airplane in it?
What the fuck?
I don't remember.
It also had a gag in it in which, like, this one dude, like, holding this small child, and he just, like, lifts him up to look at him, and ends up, like, shoving him into the ceiling fan and launching him out the window.
I think it might have been that one, but I'm not entirely sure.
Well, no, because the Ring one was also the one that was doing the
Signs parody.
No, not Signs.
The alien, the one with the aliens and stuff.
Yeah, War of the Worlds.
Yeah,
It was also doing War of the Worlds.
Mm-hmm.
The one I was thinking of, I think, was the one that was actually doing the Signs parody, and it had a moment in which I think Ice Cube cocks a shovel. Because I've shown you that GIF.
Yeah, I think that's from Scary Movie 3, but I don't remember, because I remember, like, one of the main characters is this white guy who's a rapper. He's not very good at it, but he tries it, and he's got, and there are people he knows who've got his back, and they help him out.
Yeah, because that's the one that also had the Wu-Tang Clan in it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, when they all end up dying in a shootout with each other, we just have the line, "Send my regards to their bitches and hoes."